Now, MPs are on their summer break at the moment. They're not due to meet again until early September. But Labour has said Parliament should be called back urgently to address the growing crisis over energy prices. And we'll be hearing later from Sarah Champion, MP for Rotherham. She says that the cost of living is already affecting people everywhere. And we've been hearing about that on the programme earlier on as well. Let's talk now about blood donation. The UK has an average of only 6 days blood stocks. NHS hospitals are currently suffering a significant lack of supply. The UK needs to recruit 400 new blood donors every day to save lives. Part of the problem lies with the fact that there are not enough people who are willing to donate blood, including those from South Asian heritage communities. In a moment, we'll be speaking to a couple of people involved in trying to encourage people to give blood and take part in an attempt to break the world record for the most blood donations in one calendar year. First, let's hear from 15-year-old Hadi, who receives blood donations.
So my name is Hadi Al-Hili and I'm 15 years old. About 3 years ago, in May 2019, I was having some severe knee pains and generally feeling unwell. So I did a blood test and they diagnosed me with leukemia, which is a type of cancer. And so because of this, I had to go through chemotherapy treatment. And as a result of the chemotherapy treatment, as well as killing the cancer cells, thankfully, and it's been working very well, it also kills many healthy cells, such as my red blood cells. So this means that I become low in hemoglobin and I start to feel really unwell and weak. So quite often throughout my treatment, I've required blood transfusions. It's literally saved my life. And I really feel like it's really important to donate blood because you never know who you're helping. But what you can be certain of is that you are helping someone definitely. And the statistic is that each time someone gives blood, it saves up to 3 lives. And I really felt like it helped me because without it, then I don't know what state I'd be in, because you really need blood as if you're going through chemotherapy treatment. And I'm sure in other people who are not cancer patients, they also need blood. But from my personal experience, I really felt like I needed it. I guess I can maybe see why people might not want to donate blood, but I would just definitely very much encourage them because the help it gives goes a long way. And some people, even the patients who receive it, might not understand it at first, but then when you think about it a bit, someone's given up some of their blood, and it's a really nice sacrifice, and it will really help people. So if there's not enough blood these days, then maybe they have a reason why they don't want to give blood. But all I can do is just really encourage people, because personally it really helped me, and I'm sure there's other people who it would really help and has helped in the past.
What a lovely young person. That was Hadi Al-Hili, 15 years old. She receives blood transfusions. Well, also joining me now are Muntazir Rai, who's the director of Who is Hussain, a grassroots social justice organisation. They're leading the Global Blood Heroes Day in partnership with NHS Blood and Transplant. And Leila Javad, who's about to donate blood for the first time. Muntazir, good evening.
Good evening, Wahid. Thanks for having me on your show.
It's good to have you on the programme and to talk about this very important topic. First of all, tell me a bit about Who is Hussain and also this attempt to break the world record.
Yeah, absolutely. So Who is Hussain, like you said, is a grassroots organisation. We set up informally in 2012, and then we formalised as a registered charity in England and Wales in 2016. We aim to basically build compassionate communities around the world, inspired by the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, Hussain ibn Ali himself. We help the most vulnerable in society in over 60 global locations. We're in 6 continents actually now, regardless of faith, gender and ethnicity. And 10 years on, we are now this year trying to do something rather ambitious, and that's to break a world record by donating 50,000 units of blood, all in one calendar day. That's going to be on the 27th of August. And hopefully this is going to achieve, it's the saving of up to 150,000 lives.
Wow, right.
So
that's amazing,
pretty crazy to think that obviously it's the same died many 1,000 years or more ago. And now, 10 years later from when we started, we're now doing such ambitious things, and hopefully we pull it off next Saturday.
Why do you think, Muntazir, that there's a lack of donors generally? And are there any different reasons for people from South Asian communities?
Well, I think as someone coming from this background myself, I probably never really received a huge amount of education or awareness, be it in the community or through my friend circle, about this. And there's quite an interesting study done in 2017 in the UK. And it suggests that within this particular demographic, there are concerns around needle hygiene, as well as sort of cultural attitudes about helping family first, and that being quite acceptable, but probably not being necessarily so empathetic when it comes to quote unquote helping strangers. And there's the general sort of lack of education awareness within the South Asian community and sort of community circle groups, which exacerbates this as well.
And Layla also joins us. Layla, welcome to the programme.
Thank you for having me on your show.
So Layla, you're about to give blood for the first time as part of this campaign. You're 30 years old, I understand. How are you feeling about donating blood for the first time?
Really excited. I've been contemplating doing it due to health reasons, which I was diagnosed at the age of 2. But after much deliberation and a lot of blood tests and many different other tests that I've been through in the past year, I've been cleared off by the GPs that what I have is not transferable. So at least I know that my blood is going to help somebody somewhere.
So what's the process then when you decided you want to donate? You go to the NHS Blood and Transport, transplant? Is there a particular place you have to go, or do you just go through your GP?
So I actually went through my GP. All the tests and stuff were done through the GP, and everything was cleared off about 6 months ago. So at least I know I'm clean and clear.
And are there other questions that they ask you about your lifestyle before you can become a blood donor?
Of course, definitely. And I think like Brother Muntair said, a lot of us for our South Asian community, we have a lot of the blood pressure, the diabetes, all those things. And I think those things actually tend to push us away from giving blood, but not really realizing that maybe just going the extra mile, going to get yourself really tested with all your blood work, maybe you could just be liable to help somebody else, which is, it's a good way of helping somebody, especially in the name of Imam Hussain.
And coming to yourself again, Muntazir, how can people find out more? How can people actually get involved in, it's not long to go now, the 27th, so 6 days. Can new blood donors still be able to take part in that, or is it too late? Is it a long process to become a donor?
No, not at all. So first of all, please, if you're listening, please do go to blood.whoishussain.org. You can register there. If you're not able to take part on the day, then please do think about donating on another day in and around the 27th. Let's make this a big impact and sort of momentous day where lots of people get involved. And even if you're not still convinced to join and get involved, then please use the hashtag Global Blood Heroes on the 27th. Give us a bit of a shout out, get involved through your social media handles and support the day and all the amazing people who are going to be donating on the day, like Layla.
Great stuff. Muntazir, you must come back and tell us how the world record attempt goes. And Layla, you should come back as well and actually tell us about the, how your experience of donating blood for the first time goes as well. Thanks to both of you, Layla Javad there and Muntazir Rai.
The sound.